It's great to see three people working on a show who actually enjoy each other. Has this always been the case, or was there?
You missed it. I was trying to choke Amber right before we came up.
Amber, is that true?
So toxic.
It's a very toxic environment. I need to speak with HR.
HR. No, it's great. It's amazing.
We're very good friends.
I'm glad to hear that. Well, I'll throw the first generic question at Amber, and I'll say, how much of the character is there in Amber, the human being?
Oh, a lot. Whitney and Amber are very similar in the way that they move through the room, the way that they are as friends. You know, I think that I'm a pretty good friend. I think Whitney shows up for her friends in the same way. I think that Whitney cares maybe a little bit too much about what other people think. So she doesn't ask for help too often. She wants to be successful in all ways. And I can relate to that. But I certainly also have a really great group of girlfriends that I lean on regularly, just like Whitney does, in order to keep me afloat.
Corbin, how do you compare to what you just heard Amber say?
With my friends?
With your friends, with your character, the great balance, the greatness, etc.
You
were also great.
We're both great. No, I think we're both fiercely honest, but it comes from a place of love. It's when we're being honest, it's to make the person get the best deal or be better or make an improvement that's going to make their life better. I think we both treat our friends like their family, because out of necessity, but also just out of choice. And I think we're both ambitious. I think we both want the best that life has to offer, and dive into those ventures head first, which usually has a good outcome, but can be get a little banged up on the way, Yeah.
Well, if you were on a show called Run the World and you weren't ambitious, wouldn't that be kind of incorrect?
An oxymoron?
And then last but not least, the character, the greatness. Fill me in, please.
Well, I think Renee and myself, Bresha, we're pretty similar. My middle name is Renee, so I think it was written for me. I had a Chihuahua. It says a Chihuahua on heels was the description. I'm pretty extra in real life, very animated. So I think Renee and the way that she navigates through life is kind of similar. She takes a lot more bolder choices than me. She kind of just goes for it and apologizes or doesn't apologize for it ever. But I'm not like that. I actually take a little, I tiptoe more accountability. Thank God. But Renee is very just headstrong and does what she wants. And, a lot like her friendship, her girlfriends show up for her. And I'm grateful that I have amazing friends that show up for me. There's a lot of things that happen in the season where we all have things going on in our lives, our family situations, our career, our love life. And there are big, big things that happen. And we have to have friends that hold us up so we won't lose our minds, so it's great that we all can have those moments.
But the coincidence that you mentioned about Renee being your middle name, not the only cast member where that happens with, like Tosin, Ola is somehow in his name. Ben is playing Jason. So there's a lot of kismet with what happened with the casting.
Yeah. They cast it well. They cast us. We're friends. We play Monopoly Deal. We're all at each other's weddings and things. Like, it's real. The chemistry is definitely real.
Did you say you play Monopoly?
Monopoly Deal, to be specific. It's the card version of Monopoly. If you don't know about it, get on that train. Yeah, it is so fun.
And
now the wife and I play video game Monopoly, but Monopoly.
It's Monopoly Deal.
Yeah,
it's great.
Okay, how many people can play at a time?
So many.
Well, one deck of cards is 2 to 5 players, but then you can get more decks and you could just play with more friends.
You might stay friends with these people. You might have an argument or fight, but you're all gonna come back.
It's a great game. It's so fun.
It's so fast and strategy forward. You're just taking people's
We also
lives
played a lot of
away.
bananagrams on set.
A lot of
Not me.
bananagrams.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
not,
my
not
God.
this one, but we also love bananagram.
And
We
we're
like
not.
games.
Yeah, we like games. That was always like bananagrams. Yeah.
Do you know
Okay, so
bananagrams?
most of these junkets I do, I find out that there's an ongoing text thread that never ends. But I never hear about game nights. This has to be the first cast that I've spoken
Yep.
with that does game nights.
We
Someone
do.
needs to put us on their game show because we would be so obnoxious and fun.
Yeah,
Like so
the
competitive.
movie Air, I read an article that all
Yeah.
of the cast would love to play games, and they were on a text thread, and they all would link up just to play games.
You have so much time on set, you know, when they're setting up the camera and setting up the lights. And it's just fun to have something like that to help like interact and pass the
Yeah.
time. So everyone's not just sitting around their phones. Like it's a
Mhm.
fun thing
It's
to
fun.
do.
But we also did a murder mystery night at my house. I
Oh,
like to
yeah.
bring all the games.
Amber is the like the
Amber.
game.
I'm the game master.
Yeah, the game
The
master.
hostess with the mostest.
Okay, so
want
my
to be
last-
like that.
My last question before I let you go: when you're playing bananagrams and you want to take the next tile, do you say peel?
Yes.
You have to.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
That's
if
your last question.
Well, besides, hey, what else are you working on, and what's the social media to check out? I mean, I think that we've crossed this bridge here. That if I'm not invited to a future game night,
I
that
like you.
something's wrong, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, either way, honestly, great season. Congratulations to all of you, and
Thank
looking
you.
forward to all your future projects.
Thank you so much.
you.
Paltrocast.